Hi, my name is Cindy Rang, and I am the president of the Chamber of Commerce of Soap Lake, Washington. And I'm here to talk to you about a tour package that we've put together for Iceland. So sitting here with me is Ray Evertson, and he's from RGE Travels, and he's here from Florida. He's going to tell us all about this trip. And I just have to mention that he's from Florida, but he has been to Soap Lake 3 times. He is enamored with our little town and our wonderful healing lake. And just for a moment, if you're not familiar with Soap Lake, Washington, we have a really nice website that's called thelake.org. That website is actually developed by the Conservancy. And so it's really informative about all of the minerals that are in the lake, the 2 things that live in the lake, which is just the tufa, which is a calcium-rich deposit that sort of is like in the coral family. And then we also have this little copepod who is a crustacean, but he's actually more like plankton than he is a shrimp. He's a tiny, tiny little guy. And this little guy is amazing. There's lots of information on the website about him, but because of him and because of the mineral makeup, the lake is known to heal a multiple list of ailments, including bone, skin, and in fact, even the Native Americans know this, that our lake actually also heals spiritual ailments and emotional ailments. So we've put together this trip really as an opportunity to see how other communities take care of their natural resources, how they market them, how they manage them, how they make sure that we have enough of an infrastructure to keep them safe. And so we have a couple of different trips planned, but the big one is to Iceland, where that whole country is rich with thermal water, glaciers, spa activities, things that are somewhat similar to Soap Lake, even though we all know that there is no lake on the planet that is like Soap Lake. So let's talk about this trip. So this trip is
in March. Leave from the United States on March 18th, depart and arrive March 19th, following morning in Iceland. Non-stop from Seattle, but no worries if you're coming from other parts of the country. Icelandair, who's the primary carrier that we will be using, and flag carrier for Iceland, has other locations that depart from Chicago, Orlando. Wherever you are, we can get you on the trip.
We'll get you there.
And it's about getting there. That's the most important as well. So we arrive there in the morning on the 19th, catch a little nap, because later that afternoon we're going to start our touring. And we get to see the natural beauty of Iceland. As you may already know this, Iceland is volcanic, just like Soap Lake.
As are we.
Right? And there's a lot of similarities between Iceland and the Soap Lake area. And when we looked at this trip, we thought, why don't we highlight those things so that we can see the similarities between Soap Lake and what they do or what they can do when they see a spa-themed type of a destination. And I gotta say this, Iceland's not only spa and wellness, it's also adventure, but it's as adventurous as you liked it. So there's not any, it can be a very relaxing type of a trip, but also very informative.
Sure.
So there's meals included, certain amount of meals included, their airfare is included, your transfers are included, and all your accommodations, and your tours as well. In our itinerary, in our flyer, it specifically states what's all included. Now, it's another unique thing that we would be highlighting is having lunch at a year-round tomato cucumber factory.
I'm intrigued by that, because
very
it's heated by the thermal water.
Absolutely. Well, it's not only heated by that, but it's also because of the way they put them in greenhouses and things like that, very similar to what could happen over here.
Oh.
You know, they grow their own tomatoes and cucumbers year-round, and we're actually going to have lunch there, a special lunch there, along with enjoying spas. There's the largest, I want to say, man-made pool that was built centuries ago. Okay, that's also having mineral water as well. And then you have the famous Blue Lagoon, which is the most photographed everywhere. Yeah. And it'll be an opportunity to relax, spiritual healing, all of that. And then in the meantime, you can know that you have something like that in your backyard.
Yeah, something that we could learn from.
Learn from, absolutely.
Yeah.
We also have a farewell dinner, and that's actually at the Blue Lagoon. So that's looking very forward to that, as well as the biggest thing for me, because I've only seen it from the air when I used to be in the airline industry, is the quest for the Northern Lights.
So excited about that. I have always wanted to see the Northern Lights. We're from the Pacific Northwest, obviously, and so oftentimes they'll say, oh, go out, you can see the Northern Lights, but we really get to see sort of this lime green glow on the horizon. I know that that's what it is, but it's the very bottom end of it. I want to see the real waving Northern Lights. I can't wait to see them. I'm super excited about them.
And the Icelandic people, on our trip, we're going by boat because they say that is the best way to see it. And
because it's dark.
Dark. Everywhere it's dark. So climate-wise, you're going to be transitioning from winter into early spring.
Sure.
So with that in mind, what I would bring on that trip is sweaters, jackets, layering.
Sure.
Because one day it could be cool, the next day it could be
right.
a little warmer.
And I'm not nervous about the weather at all. Some people have said, gosh, Iceland in March. Okay, now first of all, remember from geography class that Iceland is green and Greenland is ice. So that was just a little trick to keep people away. So it is a beautiful climate and it's the beginning of spring. So I'm not nervous about that at all. It's also the best time really to be able to view the Northern Lights,
correct,
which is what we wanted to do. So I think you're right, just layers and then we'll be comfortable.
And like I said, it's not a intense trip because it may look intense because it's 6 days long, but
and we're seeing a lot.
But you're seeing a lot, but it's not, how do you call that, activity.
You're not hiking up and walking down.
But you are seeing sights that you would normally see when you're hiking as well, because you're going to see geysers as well as waterfalls, beautiful waterfalls. And again, the landscape is something that is awe-inspiring. From the one time that I've been there, that was when I was in the Air Force, coming in and all seeing the volcanic landscape is something that is very impressive.
A beautiful area.
And we all know that we've been coming out of this COVID situation.
Yes.
Right? So I do want to say I'm happy that everybody is vaccinated and boosted, etc. But with this particular trip, you do not need to be vaccinated.
Okay. So fully open.
Fully open.
Iceland is fully open.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Because not everybody.
Right. Not everybody can, and I respect all of that.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that people understand that. And this is going to be March of 2023.
Right.
So we hope in the rest of the world things get a little easier.
Yes.
But right now, Iceland has pretty good controls of all of their protocols, and that's why they completely opened up for everybody.
Good. Perfect.
Food-wise, just want to say they do a lot of seafood.
A lot of seafood, of course.
Seafood, and they have special names that I can't even pronounce, and I'm not even going to begin to pronounce. But I want to say with that is that there is food that everyone will be able to eat. It's Western food, Western European food as well. And the something that they do have big there is beer.
Beer, okay. That's good. And the language is?
It's Icelandic.
Icelandic.
But we will have a tour director on board. Of course, John and I will be on there like we always do in all our trips, just sitting in the background, making sure everything's going the way it's supposed to go.
And we should mention that for 1 second because we do tour packages. We've done a couple of different things with quilting cruises and quilting things that we've done. And doing something as a group package does a couple of things. One, it makes it a very affordable trip because there's power in numbers. And the other thing is that we get with us 2 travel concierges that are not just saying, by the way, here's your tickets, have a great time, and somebody will be there to pick you up. They are there. So everywhere you go, every transfer, every hotel, every restaurant or whatever, they're the first ones there. They make sure that every single detail is taken care of. And so it's really nice because we've joked about this before. We're just their little ducks and we just follow along. And everything is taken care of. And you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, the cab is late. Oh my gosh, where were our tickets supposed to be? Wait, they said First Avenue, but is this First Avenue? I can't speak the language. So traveling with these guys with a travel concierge package is a really, really nice nice opportunity. And I think I would never travel the old way again.
It's
Always
about
go with a group.
It's all about having fun as well.
It
Fun
is.
and
And
camaraderie with each
yeah.
other.
And meeting new people. We're gonna travel with people from all over the United States and possibly Canada. Well, I don't know.
Oh, absolutely, all over the world.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to say though is we will have a guide on board with us
Sure.
who speaks fluent English. So there's no worries about that at all.
Okay, good.
Well, otherwise, come out and have fun. Come see,
Yeah.
see the Northern Lights.
Yes. Northern Lights,
Spa, Blue Lagoon.
beauty. And most of the things I know I cannot pronounce, but the pamphlet is really nicely laid out. It's very specific as to what the map is, where we're going to be, what we're going to see, where we're going to stay. There is a link below that will take you right to RG Travels. And is there also a printed pamphlet down below also, but you can just do any inquiries, ask if you have any other questions. A deposit will hold it for you.
And final
What's the
payment
deposit?
is about 90 to 120 days prior to departure.
Okay.
So just a $500 deposit holds your spot. And for those that have never been to Europe or would like to return to Europe, this is a perfect opportunity to do an extension. And we can help you with that, or you can do it yourself, but you're more than halfway to Europe already. So it's just a hop over from Iceland to England to France to Germany, Belgium, and we would strongly suggest that you do that.
That's a great idea. You're already halfway there.
Correct.
And it's only 6 days.
Correct.
Add
Add a couple of
week.
days. Couple of
A
days.
couple days in
Yeah.
London.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tea time, maybe go see the Queen.
There. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. All right. All right. Anything else you want to add? Do you think we covered everything?
Nope, I think we did great.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you for putting this together for us. We're super excited about it.
We really hope that you come join us.